So how does bankruptcy affect your credit? The general rule is that filing for bankruptcy will hurt your credit. You see, all three of the major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, collect information every day from the United States bankruptcy courts. In the old days, I remember going to the Utah federal courthouse and you would see people going through the bankruptcy court listings and they would fax that information to the credit reporting agencies. Later, people with laptop computers would come into the courthouse to data mine the information. And now, the federal bankruptcy court has all of its filings online, and the credit reporting agencies get that information directly from them. So, the way the credit bureaus will report your bankruptcy is that it will simply indicate a bankruptcy filing. If you later have your bankruptcy case dismissed or discharged, the bankruptcy filing will still report on your credit reports regardless of what happens during that bankruptcy case. If you file for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, it will stay on your credit report for 10 years. If you file a Chapter 13, you're looking at 7 years. The general rule in credit is that a debt will fall off from your credit report after 7 years. However, this is not true for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy case filing. What will your credit score be after filing for bankruptcy? Well, most people will start off within the 400s and the 500 credit scores when they file for Chapter 7. And the reason is because people have been waiting so long to take care of their debt situation that they're usually behind on several bills and they may even have been sued. If that's the case, then they will start off low, and filing bankruptcy could actually improve their credit score. So depending on your situation, you could have a 600 plus credit score after filing. It really just depends. And depending on the type of lender and what type of bankruptcy you file, you may be able to buy a house the day after your bankruptcy case is concluded. You should also keep in mind that if you filed a Chapter 13 bankruptcy case, the Chapter 13 bankruptcy only stays on your credit for 7 years, and it will last 3 to 5 years, meaning that when you get out of bankruptcy, the credit report will be cured a lot faster than when you're in a Chapter 7. Just remember, even if your scores are in the 600 or even 700 range, if the bankruptcy is showing up on your credit report, it can still be taken into account and will cause your interest rate to be higher as a result. But the more you rebuild your credit, the better rates you are going to get. Additionally, the older the bankruptcy case is on your credit report, the better. This means the further back in time you filed, the less importance and weight the lender usually gives to it. Just do your best not to get back into the same situation that got you into bankruptcy so it doesn't happen again. Most of us know that huge medical bills, loss of employment, and other issues can take a huge toll on you financially and emotionally. Lenders look at what they call the universal default rate. Before you file for bankruptcy and you start defaulting on a loan, every other piece of credit that you have will switch from whatever interest rate you have to the universal default rate for that line of credit, which is almost at least 30% or more higher than what you were paying before. And this is because lenders get scared and they basically freak out because they don't want to lose money. This happened all the time during the 2008 financial crisis in the US, if you can remember back that far. If this happens to you, then the amount of money you owe will rise dramatically, making matters worse. This means a Chapter 7 case might be right for you. In the time that passes after you file for bankruptcy relief, you will still be able to get loans, yes, even a mortgage after bankruptcy, but keep in mind that the interest rates will be higher as a result. Do your best to stay out of debt to avoid paying really high interest rates. One way to improve your credit score is to buy furniture from R.C. Willey after your bankruptcy case is concluded. Don't go crazy, but get 1 or 2 pieces. R.C. Willey has the ability to set up a credit account for you, and they will report positively on your credit so long as you stay current on your payment and make your payment on time. If you have really high interest rates, that should make you pay more in additional interest for years to come, which is why you should pay down debt or even pay off debt when you can. The best thing to do after bankruptcy is to set up 1 to 2 new accounts and to take it easy on credit for a while. Be sure you make timely and consistent payments, because one mistake and it could all be over and you could be back downhill. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is the commonest denomination of bankruptcy. It stands for discharging or canceling your debts that you've incurred. As an individual, you could also select a Chapter 13 or other types of bankruptcy cases. Choosing between a 7 or a 13 is not always easy. A good bankruptcy lawyer will review your specific circumstances before helping you to decide which type of bankruptcy is applicable for you. You should give a call to Ascent Law Firm if you have any questions or concerns. Give them a call, 801-676-5507. Thanks for watching.